as I was walking, water broke, but the water was brown. So definitely the first person I called was my doula. I told her the water has broken. The second person I called was the photographer because I did not want that person to miss out the whole process. And now that person was my sister. So the doula told me, what color is your water? I said it's brown. She told me, just do this, just wear a pad and see how it goes. Hello, my name is Victoria and this is my bun in the oven story. So my firstborn, I had him a little bit early. I was 21. I felt I was ready, but I was not ready. So I was not in a stable relationship, one, and I was not financially stable. But I felt, because nakula sherehe sana, I needed a baby to help me settle down. So there was this guy who used to live near where I used to live, tukacheza, and then I got pregnant. He was actually the first one who told me he thinks I'm pregnant. And we did a test and it turned out positive. So he was not ready. And so we had to break up. So we broke up, and then the pregnancy was an easy pregnancy because I worked until the last trimester, yes. So, and I wasn't having very many cravings. I wasn't tired. It was such a smooth pregnancy. So I had my baby. So the pregnancy I feel it was a very long one. I think I was pregnant for almost 10 months. Actually, my friend just came home one day and told me, imagine nakupeleka hospitali because you've been pregnant for so long, you're past the due date in like 3 weeks, you need to go to hospital. So I went to hospital, and the minute I was inserted, in fact, I think I labored for 1 hour or 2 hours, and then I had my baby boy. So that is for my firstborn. His name is Jabali. He's now 8 years old. So my second one, which is very recent, with my baby who's 2 months, this one I was completely ready. So to backtrack, the guy that the one I told I was pregnant for Jabali, and we were both not ready, we were separated, we got married later. So we had now our second baby. This pregnancy, I wanted it. So because I thought I was fertile, I had a coil. I really struggled 3 or 4 months before I got pregnant. And I think that was a shocker for me because I didn't expect I would struggle. I didn't think that I can try to be pregnant the first month, the second month, and it's not working. So immediately I knew I was pregnant. I remember I went to the chemist and bought the pregnancy kit. I was buying pregnancy kits almost every month, those 3 months. So I went and bought the pregnancy kit. It was very early in the morning. And I tested and I told him I'm pregnant. We were both so excited. We really, really, really wanted a baby. And he told me, by the way, babe, you don't tell anyone first. We are pregnant. We wait kidogo. Who is me? Immediately, I had told like 6 people that I am pregnant, and then the excitement started. So what happened during that pregnancy, the first trimester, I had extreme fatigue. I was so tired. I was very tired. I was tired every time. I was always in bed each and every single day. I didn't want to get out, but I didn't have any kind of morning sickness. Number 2, I wanted a home birth. So the first pregnancy, because I was at work, I just did normal clinics, and then So this one I wanted to have a home birth, to document the whole process and everything. So at 6 weeks, I contacted a doula. There's a company called Eve's Mama, and they're the ones who I contacted. So, and then COVID was high at that time. So I was sure I didn't want to go to hospital. I didn't want anything. I didn't want all those kind of struggles. So now when I was staying at home, she would come every single day for clinics. And then number 3, the thing I wanted most was having a baby girl. I wanted a baby girl. I had started buying baby girl clothes because I was like, I have a boy now, I want a girl and everything. So the first disappointment I got with that pregnancy was definitely gender disappointment, which is something that is not talked about. There's a lot of shame because mtoto ni mtoto, but I genuinely felt bad. Like I felt I had lost a baby because already I had a name. And number 2, I had already in my mind, just imagine so many things that I would be doing with my baby girl. So when I learned I was having a boy, I felt bad. I cried. It's like I went through a loss of another child. But now with time, I accepted and I was excited for my baby boy. So the other disappointment I got was because I had planned for the home birth. I had planned everything, and it was a water home birth. And I had planned how I'm going to document it. So one morning, we woke up on 31st May. So my due date was supposed to be on 25th May. So on 31st May, I woke up and I remember telling myself, hey, it seems this baby will be a June baby. And I woke up, I went to the washroom at around 7, I came back. So when I came back, I went back to sleep. Then when I was helping my husband prepare, as I was walking, water broke, but the water was brown. So definitely the first person I called was my doula. I told her, the water has broken. The second person I called was the photographer because I did not want that person to miss out the whole process. And now the third person was my sister. So the doula told me, what color is your water? I said it's brown. She told me, just do this, just wear a pad and see how it goes. So I decided I'm not even going to wear a pad. So when I was preparing for my birth, my doula had advised that adult diapers, they are better than the pads. So immediately I wore my adult diaper and then I went to the washroom. After 15 minutes, I went back to the washroom and the diaper was full. And this time it was full with poop. So I told her, right now I can see poop, green poop. She told me, just send me a photo, we see what's going on. I sent her a photo and she told me, that is poop now. Do you have a hospital in mind? I did not have an hospital in mind at that time because I had anticipated. And the thing about pregnancy, and I learned, and birth, you can plan all you want, but the baby will come whichever design the baby wants to come. So that was an important lesson I learned because I felt I was ready. I was talking about it. I was very confident about my decision on doing a home birth because most people had doubt about it. But I was confident. I was sure I'm going to have a natural home birth. So she told me, now we have to go to the hospital because the baby seems to be pooping. Because immediately I removed the adult diaper, I wore another one again. Poop was a lot of poop on the diaper. So we called an ambulance and the ambulance picked me. We settled for Pisha and we went there. And that, when I was in the ambulance is when the labor started and the labor was bad. I had forgotten how painful labor was. It was terrible. I don't even want to remember. But good thing when we got there, the doula was there. She was very helpful. She helped me with the breathing exercises, but I was feeling so much pain. And then when they were measuring me, I stayed at 2 centimeter or 3 centimeter for so long. And the labor was now so close. So the doctor was like, you are not dilating. And then the labor is too close and you're still poop. There's still poop coming out. So the poop was still coming out from my vagina. So we decided we needed to do a CS, which I was very disappointed. I was very, very, because I had imagined so many things in my mind. I was disappointed I'm going to have a CS, which is something that I really didn't want. But we went there and we had an emergency CS, which was very successful. And when I came out of there, I saw my baby boy. And that was one of the happiest moments, apart from the moment that I had my first son. This one was another happy moment for me. And my healing when it came after the birth was a very nice, I felt my process was easier than the stories I hear. Because people say after CS, it's very painful, it is hard and everything, but my healing was so, so smooth. I remember I was admitted in hospital on a Monday at around 11:12, and I was discharged the next day on Tuesday at 11:12. So my healing was going so well. So when I came home, still I was able to move around. My wound healed so fast. I didn't have any back problems, but also having the postnatal massage and really helped me. So I called a woman called Mama Kanda, and now they just hit your body and massage you. That also helped during. I had also forgotten how painful breastfeeding can be. That one was that one was traumatizing me, because the baby is crying, the nipple is so painful. That one for me was one of the, it was the worst. I didn't like it at all. And also not sleeping. Yes, the baby is crying. I felt like I was a first-time mom, literally. But it was worth it. It is worth it. Babies are exciting. It reached a point I was even asking my partner, are you sure we really, really need another baby again? Because it was too much. We were so tired. The baby would cry, only sleep for 30 minutes to 1 hour. That was frustrating for us, but we are glad we are here. So for the first pregnancy, I used to go to a clinic kitchen every month as usual. But this other one, the convenience of having the midwife come at home was just perfect, because I'd get a personalized attention. We'd get a one-on-one. So we'd have conversation, and she sits with you. She will stay with you 2 hours or 3 hours, and you can ask as many questions as possible. Number 2, she's available on call. So each time I'd feel something funny, I'd call, hi, I'm feeling this certain way, what should I do? And should advise on things I can do. So normally the tests you're done in hospital, kawaida, because of the lab, and even the scans. But now the other things, she comes now, she does the test, the heartbeats, your weight, the baby's weight, she just follows up those things. And the fact that it is a personalized experience makes it easier, and you feel like you're walking this journey with someone. You literally feel you have somebody you're pregnant with, because you call her, you have a little issue, she's there. You want her to help you with something, she's there. And that was you should even advise products to use. Also, because I really wanted a natural birth, I remember I was literally trying almost everything. So there was this group I was in that had other pregnant moms, and most things we used to do was you can insert the evening prime rose oil to make your cervix soft so that your birth can be easy. And then there are things like playing with a round ball just to make your pelvic also a bit easy so that it can be easy. So I do the pelvic exercises every single day and put the evening prime rose oil. What else did I used to do? I'd eat dates also. You're supposed to eat dates. Pineapples. Kwanza the last month when now you're frustrated, you try almost everything. The only thing I did not try is the castor oil, because you are told that the castor oil will make the baby poop. And I didn't try it, but my baby still pooped. So that is another interesting thing. I tried everything. In my head, I knew I had figured this out. I am using the right product. I'm trying all natural methods. I am working. There's just no way in this world I'm going to have a cesarean section. And that is exactly what happened. And that, interestingly, the way I learned that you can just plan everything and then it happens the opposite. That was a important lesson for me to learn. During my second pregnancy, I had sworn, this man was not there in my first pregnancy. We had broken up. So this one I had sworn, huyu mbaba nitamsumbua. He will pay for the other one and this one. And I remember he keeps saying, ajaiona mwanamke akona kisira. Yani that I would call him, he'd say, let me call you later. I will call him until his phone goes off. I don't care if he's at work, in meetings, I just kept calling him each and every time. And I'd ask for very funny things. I would ask for pizza at the wrong time. I'd ask for chocolate at the wrong time. And there is curfew, so most things were not accessible. But then I say he doesn't care about me. He doesn't worry about me. I really disturbed that man. He has now started, the last 2 months is when he has tasted peace. Because every single day I used to stay like this. I'm like, how can I disturb this man today? Every day I used to have, because I used to feel this man is not pregnant. He's moving around the way he wants to move around. He still has his life. He had his life 7 years ago when I was pregnant. This time he still has his life. Nothing has stopped. There's no way. But he's a very patient man. And then Mimi, I was very mchokozi tu, nataka tu kumchokoza out of nowhere. And so he would avoid being around me. But I would find him. And then I would find excuses. I used to tell him my love language is quality time. So when he doesn't spend time with me, I don't feel I'm loved. Just very funny things. He was always... he says and then after I gave birth, I think that weekend he has never been that happy, because he says like he felt like there's a burden, because I know I didn't have any excuse. Also my friends, I would wake up just one morning and write something on WhatsApp status, and I tell them nobody to talk to me the whole of this week. And they would wonder what is wrong. And I tell them, please excuse me, I'm pregnant right now. So when I had my baby, they was like, now what will you be using to attack us? The highlight of this pregnancy also was my baby shower. Oh my God, those ladies did a baby shower. It looked like a wedding. I will share the photos. They showed up. They looked fabulous, because I had mentioned to my sister, if you guys are going to do a baby shower for me, if you're going to do a cheap baby shower, if you're going to do a baby shower in the house, I do not want a baby shower in my house. I do not want you to wear jeans and a yellow top. If you're not coming to my baby shower looking fabulous, please stop. I will do it for myself. And I am glad, despite the COVID and the issues that were there, people are struggling financially, those ladies showed up. You will see the photos. They looked fabulous. They wore black and gold. They surprised me. It looked like a mini wedding. So my baby shower was my highlight. And also they brought me a lot of diapers. I think I have diapers enough for the whole year. That was exciting. And then my sister she wants a baby, but she doesn't want a baby. She says she's finished having babies, so this baby was like her baby. She used to see me every single week, and now when the baby is here, she's also there. She wants photos every time, so she has worked with me throughout the whole journey. So this was like another baby. So she will even call in the morning, hi, how is my baby doing, and everything. For the postpartum, mimi nilikataa kunywa uji. That one I refused. Because there's this uji that we are given from, especially people from the central. It is called imegagata. It's a thick uji. That uji, number one, it's addictive, and I know it's addictive. So I decided this time I will not drink that porridge. Please, I will not drink that porridge. I do not want to have any more weight issues apart from the ones I'm having already. So the porridge, I actually even have one right now, which I drink it na siri. My mother keeps calling, umekunywa uji. I have to send a photo how far. But that porridge, I didn't want to take it at all. It was... And also, something else that I was advised not to take was the njahe, because now of the constipation and the baby having colic. That one is something I was supposed to take, but when I was advised, njahe and beans don't take. But we had a few issues with colic with the baby. Open-mindedness is very important during pregnancy. The more open you are, the more secure you are. Because as I said, from giving birth, from the to the gender, anything can happen. Pregnancy is literally unpredictable. So for me, I have learned that I will be open-minded the next time. I will not be rigid in my decisions. I will not be rigid with my beliefs or the sex I want, because it will save you a lot of emotional problems. You'll be hurt throughout the pregnancy. That was important for me. So as much as sometimes you might feel your partner is not really helping out, having a partner around is just helping out. Because the first pregnancy that I walked alone, and this one that I had a partner, although at that particular time I used to feel that he was not as helpful as I wanted, was very important for me. And it's very important for also men to understand that at that time we are dealing with emotions. We are not thinking logically. We are in our emotions kabisa. We cannot pause and think, hey, by the way, I should consider this person. We're in our emotions. But also, this is an unpopular opinion that I feel that mtoto ni wa mama. As much as we can be so mad at them and everything, it is our responsibility also to just take care of our baby, take care of ourselves, and not have a lot of expectation on someone who has not experienced pregnancy, number one. And number two, on someone who cannot tell, they cannot know our emotions, because today we are feeling this way, the other day we are feeling this way. And that was my burn in the oven stories. Thank you.